Why would you say that to me?
Why would I say it?
Why would you say that to me?
Why would you ask me what it is?
I kind of secretly hope to annoy some men.
It has to be a joke. I cannot believe this is happening. I'm literally about to fucking kill myself, and I'm not kidding. You better fucking fix this shit right now.
I'm calling the police, ma'am.
You are fucking white male privileged assholes.
I'm calling the police right now.
What you are is a racist motherfucker as well. How dare you fucking do this kind of shit, asshole?
But there's no good evidence that video games cause violence. I push back to both of you.
What is it between their legs that's so important that it requires 2 to 3 seats when there are kids, families, women and elderly people standing up?
Hi, my name is Jessica, and today we're going to be doing some makeovers, because this room is currently offensive and could potentially trigger somebody.
Oh, get rid of this laundry bin. It's brown. That means, it's mocking brown people. Oh, this is yellow. It could be making fun of Asians. Whoa! Trump Pepe. That's anti-Semitic. Better get rid of these memes too, because before you know it, they'll be considered anti-Semitic too. Oh my god, is that seriously a snowman? A snowman. Do you not understand how sexist that is? It's a snowman and not a snow lady. Just showing that unequalness. That's not okay. Whoa, this chair's a light tone. Why is it not a dark tone, huh? What? Trying to be racist, huh? Trying to be racist, huh? You know, that could really trigger somebody. You need to get a light and a dark chair in here. And until then, I'm taking this chair away.
1, 2, 3, 4. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a video I've wanted to make for a very long time. It is about some of the social justice warriors and or feminists who overreact whenever something isn't politically correct. I know a lot of people have talked about this subject and have been for a long time, but I just thought I better throw my 2 cents in. Back in the day, being a feminist meant you stood up for women's rights, which, hey, I believe women should have rights, except I believe they should have equal rights. And what a lot of the feminazis believe today is that women should have more rights than men. And I find that extremely hypocritical, because back in the day they were fighting for equality, and then they're gonna just turn around and say, no, we don't want equality. Equality? Who wants that?
For all of you brain-dead social justice warriors that may be out there watching this, if you're having trouble understanding why I do not like social justice, maybe you should listen to someone else far more intelligent than me explain it to you. Take it away, The Right Opinion.
Thank you, my friend. Social justice warrior. It seems to be a very infamous phrase that has crawled out the woodwork in the last year or so. It is ironic that the first 2 words have become a taboo for such people who'd wish that every insult or offense was taboo themselves. But what does the term exactly mean? Well, in modern context, it means someone who is over-pedantic about pandering to minorities, in my opinion at least. Someone who sees themselves as standing up for those who don't really need to be stood up for in trivial matters like PewDiePie, and other people who may upset their fragile sensitivities. This attitude is peddled by websites who don't understand the concept of a joke. People who believe we should all live in a nanny state and cater to special snowflakes whose feelings may be harmed by such dangerous discourse. I don't think it's the intentions that annoy most people. It's the petulance. How things that don't offend or even interest most people trigger them. And this sentiment has been spreading, with the establishment like Twitter and Facebook trying to hold people down, the media completely missing the mark, and people being pretty pissed off about it.
Fuck off.
The best way to describe social justice warriors is the word police. But there's one thing they can't do. Police your thoughts. And it doesn't matter what you're saying, because we're all thinking right now, fuck you. Back to you, mate.
They need to learn what a joke is. And they need to stop turning everything into a bad thing. Because in the whole humongous situation, Zarna, the feminist, was yelling at him over a dad joke, claiming it was sexual harassment. Excuse me, but I think if you had said that to someone who had been sexually harassed or sexually assaulted or raped, they'd be very offended that you're making such an ass of the victims of that situation, claiming you are one of them. And they know that. I don't think they honestly care about offending people. They just like to get their own way. Oh, you didn't like that dad joke? Better scream and trick everyone that you've just been raped. And the politically correct media always tends to turn good things that people enjoy into bad things. Quite recently, they turned Pepe the Frog into some sort of anti-Semitic, white-powered Nazi thing. And luckily nowadays this has died down a bit, but back in the day when video games came around, everyone was saying, oh, this is bad, this causes violence, this causes everything, this causes murder, this causes rape, this causes disrespect. It apparently causes every single bad thing that has ever happened in the world. And the politically correct media tends to do this to all new forms of media. They did it when rock and roll came around. They did it when television came around. They did it when video games came around. And they are currently doing it about devices and screen time. And how that turns your babies into crackheads, apparently. There was no such thing as a gender pay gap. Back in the day, there was a gender pay gap. But nowadays, men and women are paid equally. Now, obviously, there are some exceptions, like if a woman's working at Burger King.
What you are is a racist motherfucker as well. How dare you fucking do this kind of shit, asshole?
You're being videotaped. We will return this to the police.
Versus if a man's a lawyer. Obviously, there's a bit of a pay gap there, but that's because there's a job difference. And then at that point, the gender isn't what's wrong with the situation. The situation is that a Burger King employee is complaining that they're not getting paid as much as a lawyer. And every company seems to believe it. There's so many Super Bowl commercials of gender pay gap. There's no such thing as a gender pay gap. Gender pay gap is not real. The gender pay gap is not real. Because if it was real, companies would just hire women because they could pay them less and they could save more money. Now, a lot of these social justice warriors tend to get upset for people. Let me explain. During two fairly recent situations, one of them being iDubbbz
Say nigger!
and the other one being PewDiePie.
So cute. Oh! 18, nigga!
Those two situations were some fairly recent controversies, when a lot of white people were getting upset about them insulting black people. Listen, if it's not an insult towards you, stay the hell out of it. In that whole situation, I can't say I even saw one black person get slightly upset about their use of the N-word. Only white people who it doesn't affect and should not offend. For example, that I'm taking bites out of an ice cream cone. Okay? The ice cream cone doesn't really care that much, but then a tape roller yells out of nowhere, "Hey, that's hurting me!" Safe spaces. Boy, I love being safe in a space. Not like I'm being oversensitive to the world, where, believe it or not, people will be mean. Yeah, those safe spaces, they're justified. They're definitely justified. Not like it's teaching people to be sensitive little snowflakes that a little boop, and they'll just go psh. And oh, I can tell you for a fact, those safe spaces, they definitely they help you think more positive. They help block out all the negativity. You know, even if it's constructive criticism or just little pointers of how to do better next time. No, who needs those? Seriously? You're kidding, no one needs those. I said that all in a sarcastic tone, but the unfortunate thing is that a lot of people actually think that way. Safe spaces, more like safe gases. Ha! Got him! Know what I'm doing right now? Manspreading. But do you understand why I'm doing it? Because a lot of the feminists don't quite understand why men manspread. I'd rather not give you this talk, but I guess it's the only way you can fully understand manspreading. So when a man and a woman love each other very much, and that's why a man's part is very, very delicate. You see, you can't just slam your legs together because you'd probably wreck it. Unlike the woman's part, where it's not something that goes out and you can like cut off. It's something that goes in, so you can go like this. Mansplaining is when a man explains something. So I'm assuming you don't like being educated very much. I have never understood why people would get upset over someone explaining something, whether they be white-splaining, man-splaining, woman-splaining. I like things being explained to me. I like being educated. I like to be smart. I would rather be an idiot and have no one ever try to explain anything to me than have someone explain something to me so I can understand the concept. Wait a minute. What I'm doing right now, it could be considered mansplaining. Oh my god, that is extremely Hey Dason, what do you think about social justice warriors?
I think that grapes are actually yellow in disguise.
Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you by any chance enjoyed it, I would highly recommend leaving a like, maybe leaving a comment of what you would like to see next. And if you haven't already subscribed, because I have other videos sort of similar to this, and I will hopefully be making videos in the future similar to this. And subscribe to The Right Opinion, because he helped out a lot with this. He's a very underrated and underappreciated YouTuber. He makes great content. He is probably one of the kindest people I've met online that I've spoken to. And yeah, If you didn't enjoy it, probably, I don't know, just like piss off, because you're probably a social justice warrior, and I don't want those people near my channel. So yeah, see you in the next one.